Feel me like a Hellcat.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Before this video starts, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you never miss a video. In this video, I got something special for you guys. We're going to be doing a deck review on the new Orbit 8th edition playing cards. So I'm not going to waste too much time. I'm a huge fan of outer space and then Mars and anything like that. So whenever this deck came out, I knew I had to get my hands on it. So let's go ahead and get right into this deck review. Okay everyone, so let's go ahead and get right into this. So here I have the deck. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the box first, and then we'll get into the rest of the cards. So looking at the box here, you can see it says Orbit here on the front. That's pretty much the back design of the card. Not perfect, but close enough to it, with the Orbit label slapped over it. On the back here, you pretty much are actually going to get the back design, so literally the back design of the card. You got your little Orbit seal here. Then on the top of the flap here, it says 23. And then on the bottom, it has the Orbit logo. And then on this side, it's going to say 8th edition. And then on this side, it's going to have all your factory details and stuff like that. And then if we open up the box here on the flap, on these two flaps, you're going to have some kind of Mars rover and then Mars itself. I'm pretty sure that's what that's supposed to be. And then you're going to have the Instagram website, everything on the top. Then if you look in here, I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, in the back there it says We Are Orbit, and then on the two sides it has something written. On this side here, you can't really see it, but on this side here, it has a little note. It says Miss you, love you always, Grandma. Signed Chris, so that's some kind of little Easter egg in there from the creators. And then basically the whole inside of the box has nothing but stars going on down it. So the inside of the box is also decorated. So you get this really cool box. I think it's a very cool design. And obviously you get this red Mars color over the whole thing, which I think is a beautiful color choice because you don't really see this color on a deck of cards very much. So it's a very, very nice color to this deck of cards. It looks very, very nice. So yeah, that's the box. Let's go ahead and look at the faces of these cards. Okay, so looking at the faces here, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Jokers here first. So you get your two identical Jokers. They are Mars rovers. As you guys can see, they have two circles on either side, and they are going through Mars. Also, if you look closely, it has a little 23 on that rock, which is a little Easter egg you'll see throughout this deck. So very nice Jokers. And so those are the Jokers. Now we can go ahead and I guess we'll take a look at the Spades first, seeing as how we have the deck in New Deck Warrior here. So I guess we can go ahead and look at the Ace of Spades. So if we look at the Ace of Spades, it says We Are Orbit, has a spaceman looking into the horizon of Mars. So that's really cool. And then it has Orbit.af with that 23 there at the bottom again. And just a very nice detailed Ace of Spades. I think it looks very, very nice. And then the rest of your spades are going to have that classic Orbit font to them. And they're just going to be this black color, nothing too special. Then all the court cards, if you look, are going to have that same Mars red color. Pretty much that's the only color besides black that you'll see on these cards, on any of the court cards, honestly. And they look very nice. Obviously, I believe the creator likes to put family and friends of his on the court cards. So I don't exactly know who all these people are, but it's safe to say the creator knows who he put on here. So those are the spades. We can go ahead and look at our next one, which will be the diamonds. So diamonds, that instead of a red color, like in most standard playing cards, you get this orangish color for the red cards, as well as the court cards are also going to have that same color, just like that. And that's pretty much all I can say. Again, the same Orbit font. And of course, the court cards are also going to have that Mars red color, as I said. So that's pretty much it for the diamonds. We can go ahead and take a look at the clubs now. So clubs are pretty much the same thing as the spades. Got that black color with the court cards having that same red Mars color. So that's pretty much it for the clubs. And then of course the hearts. Again, pretty much same as the diamonds, only hearts. And just like that. Alright, awesome. So now we can go ahead and look at the gimmick cards you're going to get with this deck. So we have a double backer here, and then we have a duplicate 8 of Spades, which can definitely come in handy in different card tricks. Duplicates are definitely a nice card to have when it comes for different tricks, so definitely something nice that come with this deck. So that's pretty much it for the faces and the gimmicks you're going to get with this deck. So now let's go ahead and look at the coolest part about this deck, which is the back design. Okay guys, so here is the back design for the Orbit V8 playing cards. So if you look at it, we'll go ahead and just take a look at a single one here. You're going to have this Mars landscape is pretty much what this is here, and then you're going to have that circle in the middle, obviously, because it's an orbit deck. They always have that circle. Then you're going to have this outer space background with the stars, and if you look, I can go ahead and take the deck and show you. Oh my gosh, I dropped the card. I can go ahead and show you guys if I stand up here. If I just riffle down, you can see the stars change direction, and honestly, I haven't looked into it. This deck is marked, but that is not the marking system. At least I don't believe. It might be something different, I don't know. But every single star is different. But that's actually not where these cards are marked, at least as far as I can see. So you're gonna have all that, and we'll go ahead and get back to, we'll get into the marking system later. I will show you guys how this deck is marked, but I'll do that in a little bit. So if you look closely, you get this Mars rover right here, just like that, and on this side, and then you get this little bit of what looks like snow here at the top, and that's because, if you guys don't know, they actually found traces of water on Mars. It was a little bit of ice, indicating that there used to be water on Mars. So that was a pretty cool discovery. So I guess that's what that is, a little Easter egg towards that. And then obviously you get, that's pretty much it for the back design. Obviously you have the circle here because it is orbit, and that's pretty much all I can really say for the back design. Very beautiful design. I love the color to it. Looks absolutely beautiful. And again, just you have all these stars background. So yeah, that's pretty much all I can say though. Quit rambling on here. That's pretty much all I can say for the back design. So now let's go ahead and look at how these cards are marked. So I'm gonna go ahead and just, it'll probably be hard to pick up on camera, but I'm gonna try and show you. If not, I'll get a little shot later to show you guys. If you look right there, the camera's having a hard time picking that up, it will not focus. You can kind of see a little bit of a heart. If you can't tell, that is an A and a heart, indicating that this is the Ace of Hearts, just like that. So I know it's kind of hard to see on camera. It's hard, the camera does not want to focus on it. But it's actually a little Ace of Hearts there, faded in the little Mars background there. And that's just, when I was looking for how this deck was marked, I was looking at these stars, wondering how it was, because I was almost positive this is how it was marked. And I don't know if they just did this to throw you off, because honestly, I can't really find anything to help me, you know, figure out what these stars are all different for. It might just be part of their design. I have no idea. So when I was looking at that, I was just, I don't know what it was that led me to look there, but then I noticed there was a little Ace of Hearts right there. I was like, oh, it is marked there. So I don't know if they were just trying to throw you off by making the stars different, but if they did, that's a pretty cool idea. So I mean, looking at this deck, I can tell it is the Queen of Clubs, just like that. The thing about Orbit is they always make these super simple marking systems to read. A lot of decks have like this complicated code you have to figure out in your head that even require a little bit of math to do, which are fine, but the thing about Orbit is it's just right there, plain simple, no thinking. You can look right at it and I know, like, you know, I don't have to do any kind of code whatsoever. This is the 5 of Clubs. Boom. I mean, it's not hard to figure out. Super simple. The Orbit V7s were also marked. And I think the V7s and the V8s are the only Orbit decks that are marked. So that is really cool about this deck. It's a beautiful deck. And one thing I forgot to mention about the back design is actually, if you look closely right there, there are also some people walking right there. So, you know, this deck is very themed toward people going to Mars. And I think that's super cool, seeing as how I've always been obsessed with the idea of going to Mars. So it's just a little thing. You know, I'm a huge outer space nerd when it comes to that kind of stuff. So this deck is really, really cool to me. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the deck itself. If I had to give it a rating, I guess we should check out the handling of it. So as far as handling goes, it definitely needs to be broken in a little bit, in my opinion. When you first get it, it might be a little difficult, kind of clumpy to fan. As you guys can see, it's not a perfect fan. But once you break into them, they will fan a lot easier. And I know that because I have the 7th edition and they were like that. They were a little clumpy at first, but once I broke into them, they started handling fine. But as far as shuffling goes, they feel great whenever you shuffle them, just like that. And just as far as handling goes, it is pretty great. I would give this deck a solid, let's go with a 9.5 out of 10. And that's just because of the little bit of, you know, the handling isn't super great whenever they first come out of the box, but obviously you can break into them, so that's where the 0.5 comes off of. But pretty much, this is a beautiful deck. I love this deck. The moment it came out, I knew I had to get my hands on it. It is absolutely amazing. It handles magnificently, and it looks fantastic. So I definitely recommend picking up this deck. I will leave a link down in the description to a few websites where you guys can purchase these. So yeah, so if you guys want to pick these up, check out the description for that. And that's pretty much it for this deck. I absolutely love it, and I definitely think it will be worth your money. And it's not that much, so I mean, it's not a bad deck at all. So definitely recommend picking it up, and I'm rambling on, so I will go ahead and wrap the video up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year, and I think that's definitely doable. So definitely subscribe. Make sure you share this video with your uncles and your aunts and your moms and your stepdads and just everybody. I share this with everybody. And let's try and hit 1,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. See you later.